infamous Todd show. I am going to start off Challenge 43 by briefly making a comment. I filmed these from Excelsior and Grand in St. Louis Park, which is right outside of Minneapolis, Minnesota. This is the community where George got killed. He didn't get killed in St. Louis Park. He got killed in Minneapolis. Though I like to be funny, and sometimes I am, most of the time I'm not, inside me is a person that is an activist. I've always been an activist. I'm a very aggressive, obnoxious activist. I don't consider myself left. I don't consider myself right. I don't consider myself anything but somebody who's fighting for the weakest people amongst us. I want to believe that most of the people watching this show agree that something is broken in our country, in the world, in our communities. And though I wear this silly make-believe scouting uniform, you may be asking yourself, what does this have to do with the scouting questions? One of the badges that the scouts get is involvement in the community. You don't have to be a scout to do the right stuff. I want to believe that the people watching this show want everybody to do the right stuff. We want to teach our children to do the right stuff. We want to be able to look at our child and see the best of us in them. I want to believe that the people watching this show are better inside than what's been displayed aggressively on TV. Aggressively by the police department, aggressively by the criminals that are hijacking the protesting movement, by just tearing the communities apart. Don't confuse them with the protesters. Don't let them hijack the message, because that's what's happening. They're hijacking the message. And I want you to focus in on being the best person you can be, to help those people that are weaker to have a louder voice, because that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I do that every day, all day long. And now I'll get past that and get to the 10 questions. And I hope that I haven't lost most of you. Right now, there's about 10,000 players across all social media platforms. I stopped doing the podcast, not because it wasn't successful. It was highly successful, but it didn't fall within the realm of what I was trying to accomplish. What I was trying to accomplish is to create a video diary of my life for my grandchildren. And them one day listening to the podcast would make no sense, because I want them to look in my eyes. I want them to see me while I was healthy and while I was somewhat functional, as I fight onset dementia and a heart that keeps me in bed constantly all day long. But today I'm up. Today I am going to ask you the following 10 questions, and I apologize that today's show is a little too long. It'll probably knock me down. I might be lucky if I get 1,000 people listening. Here we go. Question number 1. Now remember, you don't have to play any of these games to play this one. They're random questions from scouting books around the world. And these are the beginning scouts, the 5 to 7-year-olds. This is what they know that most of us do not. When riding a bike or even a car and you use hand signals, which direction do you place your arm and hand to notify stop? Which one do you notify stop? Now, you should say, I reach my hand out and then bend it down with the palm facing the people behind me. Like this. Trying to get inside the angle of the camera lens. Is that what you said? I'm sure a lot of you also said that, because it's the same with most cars. Second question. Second question is, why did the referees start wearing black and white uniforms? They were mistaken as players when they wore their white uniforms. So Lloyd Ohms, a Michigan referee, created the striped outfit, and other referees copied the idea. Next question. Question 3. If Simon says, raise your hand, you raise your hand. What happens when they say, raise your hand without saying, Simon says? Come on, guys. You got to get this one right. You are out. You only do the activity when it starts with the phrase, Simon says. Question number 4. See, these are easier this week, because on the first 2 episodes, everybody was getting it wrong and they were getting really upset. The kids ate ants on the log. What is the 3 items to create this item according to their manual? If you're eating ants on the log, it is celery with peanut butter and raisins across the top. Well, hopefully you're not allergic to peanut butter. What is the smallest U.S. state? What is the smallest U.S. state? It's New Hampshire. Which one of these states are not represented by a stripe on the flag? Which one is not represented? North Carolina, South Carolina, West Virginia, Virginia, New Jersey, or New Hampshire? Which one is not represented by one of the stripes on the flag? You should have said West Virginia. A Cub Scout pledges to be kind. Who are not supposed to be killed in the pledge? Who are you not supposed to be killing? Living things without a good cause. Living things without a good cause. It's kind of weird that we're teaching our kids about killing. You can kill them if you have a good cause. Question number 9. How many seconds does a good scout wash their hands? How many seconds? You know what? We would have probably, most of us would have probably got this wrong if it wasn't for COVID-19. So I'm hoping that all of you guys got this one right. You're supposed to be washing your hands for 20 seconds. Last question, question number 10. And I remind you every time that I do number 10 every week, please, please, please subscribe. Follow this video to its original place and join. Join. I'm begging you. Here we go. What quick first aid trick should the 5-year-old provide to someone with a bee sting? What quick service should they be doing? They should remove the stinger, and if allergic, call 911, and if not, apply ice. Now, if you said that the 5-year-old needs to sit down and pee on you, come on. This is Ty. I will see you next week. Hopefully, you're staying safe, because remember, COVID-19, don't care what religion you are, what political party. If you've been a scout, not a scout, be prepared, be safe. I'll talk to you later. Bye.